Hi, Martin here, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can add captions like this to your video for free. So let's get started. So in order to get captions on your videos, the first thing that you're going to need to do is download the software CapCut. This free video editing software that can be downloaded by going to capcut.com and then selecting either Mac or there is a Windows version as well. So once you've downloaded and installed the software, go ahead and open it up and you'll be greeted with a window that looks like this, most likely without all the previous projects that I have here. So once here, go ahead and click on Start Creating. And then we have the interface of CapCut here. So the first thing we need to do is add a video. So find your video and then drag and drop into the import space. You can also click on the plus icon to add your video as well. So once that video has been added, go ahead and drag that down to the timeline. So now it's down here in the timeline, then we can go ahead and start editing our video. So the first thing we need to do is click on text at the top. And then we want to go on the left-hand side down to the option Auto Captions and then select Create. What will happen now is that it will go through your video creating captions. So dependent on the length of your video, this can take a little while. However, most of the time it comes up with these quite quickly. So here you can see I now have above my video in the timeline. These are all of the captions for my video. So you can just about see here the different captions that have been created for my video. So the first thing to do when these captions have been created, well, the first thing I like to do is head up here to the right-hand pane, click on Captions, and from here you can edit every auto caption that's been created. So this is a great way to go through and correct any spelling errors, add any grammar that you want. And you can also, if you think that there's too many words, you can go ahead and select and then press return or enter, and it'll add that onto a new line. So it just helps to make sure that your captions aren't too word heavy. You could go through and split them up into smaller parts, check them all, add any grammar like I said, and then we're good to go. So now that they are created and we know that they are correct, let's go ahead and try and make them stand out a little bit more, make them that little bit more engaging and fun for the audience of your video. So what I've done here is just select by clicking and dragging. So I've selected all of my auto captions, and I'm going to go back up here to this right hand pane and I'm going to select the option text. So we've got 3 tabs underneath the text option. So the first one is basic. So here we can change the font that we're using for our captions. You can also go ahead and change the style. So you can bold it, underline, italic. We can adjust the size. And then we also have a number of preset styles underneath here as well. So if you want them to stand out that little bit more, if you want them to have a background color, then we can add those preset styles as well. You can also go ahead and play around with the spacing, the position, and the opacity of your captions as well. So I'm just going to remove that preset style for now, because what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the next option, which is called Bubble. Now, Bubble's a fun option for your captions. If you go ahead and select one of the many different styles that they have here, you'll see that my captions have been added into that bubble style. So I can go here, and I should also mention as well, on this middle preview pane, you'll see that you have these circles around because I have them all selected. So what that allows me to do is make my captions bigger or smaller. I can also click and hold and move around my captions to make sure that they're positioned well on the screen and not interfering with anything that might be happening in my tutorial. So I can go through and try a few different options and see which one that I like, and you can see there are a huge amount of different options that I can use. So I quite like this option. of my bubble, so I'm going to leave that there. However, I still think that my fonts are getting lost. So I could go back to basic and change the font color, but if I go ahead and click on the last tab in this text section, effects, I have a whole host of different fonts and word styles that I could use. So again, same as with the bubble, go ahead, find one you like and then click on it. And again, there is a huge array of different effects and styles that you can use for your text. So once you've decided, and again, you can combine the effects and the bubble and the basic functions to get your captions looking exactly how you want. So we can then go ahead and preview these in this middle window by hitting the play icon. I can make that full screen if I wanted to. I can make it smaller. I can also just click and drag on my timeline to see what my captions look like. So once you're happy with your video and your captions, you can go ahead and just up to the top and select File, Export, and then you can export your project where you would like. One note that if you want to download a version without a watermark, then you'll probably need to create a free account on the CapCut website, otherwise, which is very quick and easy to do. Otherwise, you can download a version with a watermark. So there you have it. A great option, particularly if you're making videos for YouTube Shorts or TikTok or those sorts of things. Being able to add captions really helps with your videos. So I hope this video has been useful. If it has, please like the video, comment below on any other tech tips that you'd like to see, and please subscribe to the channel. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.